Howdy all, welcome back to Lives. I think it's time to play a little Infi-Tech 2. Alright. Uh, man, I need a lot more of those blocks. Oh, dude, I totally forgot about these down here. I should collect these blocks and use them up above. My jetpack's in for charging at the moment, so yeah. I think I'm still wearing my yes, my what's this thing called? My radiation suit. My is it just radiation suit? What are you called? Hazmat suit. That's the word I was looking for. It's alright. Man, you know, I realized this is a giant farm, and it is a long way from my tree farm. I am going to need a lot of things. Okay. I'm it is so far away from everything that I'm wondering if it wouldn't just be a better idea to set it up with its own setup here. Um, is this a thing I can make? And will it run off of the fuel that I have available? I'm gonna guess no, but I'm gonna try it. If I can power, well, even that is such a huge distance here. Hmm. It's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be tricky to figure out how to tie this thing in. First, I need to go get my jetpack because I can't stand not having it on. So we'll wander in here, grab the old jetpackaroo. Bonk. Alright. Good and charged up. So, alright, let's see here. So, if I were to connect into this, because I do need dirt, and I already produced dirt from this system and fertilizer, and so it wouldn't hurt my feelings to tie into this system. Now I can't go over because that's the thing itself, but I could go under pretty easily right here, I think. So the question is, what direction is the farm from here? I was totally looking at this bad guy. Okay, so the farm is actually this way and then that way. So let's go ahead and let's say I alright, might as well use the laser for this. Make a tunnel down this way. I've got one torch on me. I'm going to grab some torches so I can light this up because I really don't need mobs spawning and coming after me. Last thing I need is a creeper to spawn in the middle of my base. And I do have somewhere in here a bunch of torches, if I remember correctly. There they are. been playing a lot of regular Minecraft, 1.12 Minecraft, where you've got the... Wait, where am I going? This is not where I wanted to go. Where you've got the offhand... Oh wait, this is where I wanted to go. Never mind, never mind. Then here. We'll figure out where they need to be in a minute. This is going to make me change where my my connectors are, I think. Okay. You know, I'm looking at this thing like it's the farm. I don't know if that's the farm. I think that's actually just mountains. I should probably get an actual coordinate here. Because I'm pretty sure the farm is back here. Let's just go ahead and get an actual coordinate from where I'm heading to. Instead of just assuming that giant gray shape is my farm, because I'm starting to doubt myself. Just a little bit. Alright, so if I want dirt, then I want 181, negative 392. Negative 392, 181. Negative 392, 181. Negative 392. You need to go downstairs where your tunnel is at. Yeah, I don't even know. What I was looking at was definitely not my farm. 181. And then 392. Okay. Let's do this. Will you break? Alright, so that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 conduit to here. And then 82 to 231 is 50. Wow. Wow. That's just a long ways. That's a lot of conduit. That's a lot of conduit. But I still need to tie it in, so I guess the other thing I need to know is, will the bioengine work off of methane gas? So let's go ahead and make one of those. And we'll see. We'll see. Alright, so look like we've got bronze plates, some glass, a piston, bronze gears, I assume. Nope, I was wrong. Bronze gears are annoying to make. And I have a ton of stuff in my inventory. Let's empty out some ton of stuff in my inventory that I do not want. I don't need oak saplings. I don't need diorite. I don't need marble. I don't need andesite. I don't need gravel. Oh, you know what? I don't need this dirt. Okay, so take this bronze. Also, how do you make a piston in this? I don't remember. According to this, it's just a normal piston recipe. Alright. Why do I never have just regular planks in here? Never have regular planks. Redstone. And... oh man, do I not have any iron? Again? I do have some iron right there. I thought pistons got a different recipe. Apparently not. And then the wood. Piston. Alright, let's get down here and make the bronze up. So I need... that's copper. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. It's like all my bronze. I'm gonna have to make bronze again here pretty quick. Right, and then we do... ooh, was that the wrench goes in the middle? It was, okay. And then those, and this guy, and a glass, and... I've never understood why glass is in this recipe. That never makes any sense to me. Okay, there's a biogas engine, so obviously I can make them. Do I have? I certainly do. Have a nice lever here. So now the question is, does the biogas engine run off methane? No. Doesn't look like it. No. Oh, lava or biogas or biomass. Okay, so it does not run off of methane. Okay. So if I want to make biogas, I'll just put too many S's in there. If I want to make biogas, yeah, I don't want to go to that much effort. What about biomass? How hard is it to make biomass? Biomass. I can make it with a fermenter. Okay, fermenter seems to be the only way to do this. So like some of my carrots would have to go into making biomass if I was going to run it separately. I guess I can just tie this into my existing Steam network. It's probably, I don't know, what's easier, to set up a system to produce to produce tons of a fuel that would only be used here, or tap into my existing fuel? That's a good question. Because we're talking. Well, I don't have to tap into the Steam, right? I just need to tap into the RF production. So I could potentially just run some conduit out here, some energy conduit. I mean, I'm going to be making all that conduit anyways. Maybe I just run some energy conduit out this way. And just go with that, maybe. I don't know, I kind of like the idea of doing the fermenter. Can I make the other part from carrot? Can I make mulch from carrot? Can I squeeze a carrot? I can. You can just squeeze the carrot for fruit juice. Hmm. I could use a fluid extractor, apparently. Weird. Yeah, I think it's just going to be easier to make a bunch of conduit and tie it into the existing system. I don't want to build a dozen machines to run something out there that I already have. So I guess I'm going to be making a bunch of conduit. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, looking at all this really makes me think of my favorite system ever for power. Um, but it's not even a viable thing anymore. Back when back before EU, when RF was the power of choice. There's something else in there too. There was RF, there was EU. There's something else. What's the other thing that everything switched to? I don't remember. I don't remember. It's been a long time. Um, it was a long time ago on a much easier mod pack. I don't know about much easier, but a much less everything depends on everything mod pack. And all right, I need to look at conduit then. So conduit is made with, okay, so energy conduit is conduit binder. Fluid conduit, also made with conduit binder. Item conduit, also made with conduit binder. Alright, so I gotta remember how to make conduit binder. Clay dust and stone dust mixed with water. Gives me wet concrete. So that's not an issue. I'm pretty sure I can get clay dust and stone dust easy enough. Now I know for the item conduit, electrum is going to be mildly tricky. But I have no more of this pulsating iron stuff. I don't remember how I made it. How do you make pulsating iron? What is this? If you have 2 pulsating irons, you can get 2 pulsating irons. Ooh. Okay. Is this not a thing you can make anymore? No, okay, how do I make molten pulsating iron? This is one of those recipes that doesn't, it doesn't tell you. Okay, so it's like the highest level of this stuff. You know, let's just do this. Ender IO. Okay, so to make, I think it's, yeah, it's some of this. So is pulsating iron just iron and enderize? Thinking I don't have any iron. Enderize aren't a big deal to come across for me. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, so it's easy enough to make that. That's not even an issue. Wow. None of this is hard to make. Um, okay, so then what I need is I need to put my mixer back, which currently has water. Oh, stone dust, which I need, and was making drilling fluid. I didn't really like that setup, to be honest. That's one of the big drawbacks I don't care for in this and the Greg Tech stuff is the weirdness with oil is just way too complicated. Okay, so we'll hook this up with water. And then you're gonna need stone dust, and then I'm gonna need clay dust. I'm also gonna need the, was it the ball mold? I think. Wow, which should have been right there. I don't throw my molds away. I don't know where they all disappear to. That should have been. Man, TNT, I haven't made that in a long time. It should have been right there. Where's my ball mold, man? Maybe I better check to make sure that's the right one. Ender, conduit, conduit binder, yep. Ball mold. Obviously, I had one because my thing is full of conduit binder. Wet cement. I don't know where it went to, though. Fine, I'll make a new one. That way I can find the one that's missing later. It'll just pop up unexpectedly. Like, oh yeah, there's that thing I was looking for that I made a new one of. That's how it goes. It wouldn't go that way if I wasn't so sloppy with where I put things. Hammer, chisel. There's the plate. Where does the hammer go? Okay, bottom left corner. There you go, ball mold. Yeah, the pressurized fluid conduit uses vibrant alloy, which is made with energetic alloy and interpearl. Energetic alloy is copper and redstone. Oh no, copper, gold, and blaze powder. Oh man, gold and blaze powder. Yep, I can handle that. I can handle that. I'm probably just going to wind up having to go into the old what's that place called? The Nether. And deal with that mess, I guess. Okay, you give me that. I'll give you this. Not sure why you didn't have that anyways, because that's the only job you have. You can hold my conduit. Alright, so now I've got my plan. And that gets us a little bit closer to finishing off this farm. I really feel like it's probably going to produce way more carrots than my Steve's carts. And I'll just have to shut my poor old Steve's carts down. The power system I used to use was it was mildly complicated. The mod pack we were playing with, I want to say it was oh, I can't remember. It was like this thing they put together on Reddit. Maybe. It definitely had like industrial craft and stuff in it. And it was a long time ago. A long time ago. Like I I didn't even make videos when I was playing it, and yeah, all right, so that's all done. Oh, you know what? Don't you produce RF? I wonder if it's possible to hook this up to the farm. Oh yeah, speaking of that, don't I just have this hooked up to steam right here? I could just make more of these. Solar boilers to make my steam, for that matter. I don't know. I might try it with the. I don't know if the solar panel hooks up to that stuff. I might just make some simple solar boilers, and then I don't have to tie the steam up. And so the only thing I really need then is item conduit to run the carrots back this way and the dirt this way, dirt and fertilizer this way. So that is definitely a thing. Anyways, let me tell my story real quick, and then we'll call it a day. So what I'd do is I'd make a Steve's cart because Steve's cart's fun, and they have a lumber harvester, and so I would have it harvest lumber, and then some of the lumber would go into furnaces to be turned into charcoal, and then the charcoal would power the Steve's cart. You couldn't use solar because the leaves would block the sun, and the Steve's cart would shut down. And so, but that was back before you had to check the durability on your harvester head. And so, although mine isn't really running out, it seems lately for some reason. And so once I had the charcoal being produced, that was the power for my base to start with. And then I would make a wheat field with my Steve's cart, different Steve's cart, and so I'd make a big wheat field, and then that Steve's cart would collect wheat and seeds, and then the wheat and seeds would go into moistener, and the leftover saplings from the lumber being cut down would go into the fermenter with the mulch produced from the moistener. And so the wheat one could be the wheat Steve's cart would be solar, and so the lumber would take care of itself, powering it, and the wheat would take care of itself with the sunshine. And so I didn't have to fuel either of those. And then the wheat and the seeds and the trees would all get turned into biomass with the fermenter and the moistener, and so that would turn into biomass, and then I would just feed the biomass into biogas engines, and then I would use oh, I forget what the other pipe system is. I use it on here because I use the void pipes from it. What is that called? Oh no, BC Transport. That's the new version of it. Whatever the old version of that mod was, had energy pipes, and so I just have this giant wall of biogas engines being fed biomass from my Steve's Cart farms, and then the biomass would be converted into RF. The RF would be fed into um, oh, whatever the mod is that has tesseracts. I know they're on here too, but they're not the same tesseracts. Oh, I thought there were tesseracts on here. I guess not. Whatever is the one with the tesseracts, anyways, and so then that would pump RF into these tesseracts, and then I would just set up tesseracts any place I had machines, and that was my favorite power system. I had so much fun setting that up. There was a point where I had a field in one spot, a forest in another that was being harvested. All of that would be fed to a central location where it was being turned into biomass with all my engines. And the other people, I was playing on a server at the time, and the other people, whenever they get near my base, it would just lag them out because of how many things I had going. And so I actually used the tesseracts to move all of my biomass production to another point on the server. And as long as they didn't go near it, they were fine. And so, and then you use, I forget what the device was at the time to keep the chunks loaded. Just a chunk loader of some kind. And so I would use a tesseract to pump all the saplings out, to pump all the biogas out. I think I left the biogas production in my base, and so then they would get the biogas or the biomass, turn it into RF. The RF would go into the tesseracts, and then I would just drop tesseracts wherever I needed power. It was a lot of fun. All right, well with that, I'm gonna call it a day. So click like, subscribe, share, and catch the next one, and I will talk to you later.